Hi, House and Home. I'm Anna Simone.
I'm Elaine Cicconi with Cicconi Simone.
And we're here to bring you our latest project. We are presently in a stacked home that's roughly about 1,100 square feet in totality. So it is essentially a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 550 square feet per floor. Small spaces tend to gravitate toward more of a communal feeling, and you're, kind of part of what's happening. For me, I believe that's the beauty of a small space. When you think about flat pack, it has such negative connotations because you immediately think that there isn't the level of craftsmanship or longevity to it.
We've realized our industry has not changed in decades in terms of how we do things and how we build things. And we really feel there's a need for some innovation. So we've taken the best of design, but we've combined it with technology. The beauty of the panel system is the level of precision that we can create with this material because it's made in the factory. We don't have doors and frames that are separate. Everything is made in one factory. So we start with a white box, a shell, and then after that, walls, countertops, kitchens, vanities, storage cabinets, it all comes in as part of the package. And the beauty of that is it's all precise, it's factory made, so there's no crooked walls or things that are out of square. It's got a we call it quiet luxury. There's an elegance to it that really, I think it's a refined living approach.
That's the word I was looking for.
Sorry, it took so long.
It took a really long time, but nonetheless, that was perfect. Every square inch of this kitchen has been taken into consideration. Storage being the main key, but also aesthetics. More often than not, we see kitchens with big hardware. We wanted to keep the hardware toned down, bringing forward the quality of the panels. You can see that there is an abundance of storage, but also the quality of finishing on the interior is equal to the quality of finishing on the exterior. As we look at the drawers, everything is aligned, aesthetics being very important. We open the drawer and there are drawers within drawers, and it gives you extended storage. The counter, which is a decked-on product, we move through up the backsplash into the open shelves, giving you a complete and quality finish. Above the hood, which is often not usually completed, it's equally as attractive on the inside as it is on the outside. We can dine at the island, we can prep at the island. The other thing that we've done here is we have double stacks. So we have the cook area, but we also have what we call the breakfast and bake area. We have an integrated fridge, we have more counter space, we have additional storage, and we also have drawers within drawers, once again. The living area, not only do we have a place for the TV, but there's also additional storage. You have a seating area for roughly 5 to 6 people, part of the hub of participating in what's happening in the kitchen or other areas in your public domain. We start to notice these incredible panels and the 1/2-inch reveals at the top, which allows the panel to lift up and disengage from the cleating system. We have a beautiful recessed base, which is continuous throughout the home itself. With all these details, including the mitered corners that you see that are beveled inside each other, which allows for less damage at the corner, this is what the complete home is. It's all about the livability, the sight lines, and the craftsmanship.
We're just off the living room right now, and this has been designed to be a work from home area. What was important to have a desking area, lots of light, so there's lights integrated to the shelves, but again, we try and maximize storage as much as possible. The other thing in this area is we've included the laundry, and again, because these doors are all concealed, so they're frameless, it kind of disappears into the wall. And then the powder room is kind of in a discreet location. We didn't want it off the main kitchen or in an area that was less private.
One of the things that is pretty comical is everything is paneled and it's all touch latch. So you'll find people just pushing on every panel thinking that there's something beyond, where in reality, because of the touch latch, we wanted the aesthetic, we wanted the panel to come forward, and that's why we wanted to minimize hardware.
Right now we're in the primary bedroom, and I think here you really see the strength of the concept behind Complete Home. There's an incredible amount of storage, but functionality in terms of how one uses the bedroom. So for example, we've created a niche by the bed, so you've got bedside tables, there's a light, you can keep your book there, but these open up to create additional storage. And then we have closets on the side. And we've always tried to take advantage of the space in the corner as well. So there's tons of storage for a room that's a fairly small footprint. And your seasonal clothes can fit underneath the bed as well. So we've thought long and hard, how do we make this livable? How do we make it practical and make it an ease by which people can live? So this is the ensuite for the primary bedroom. The interesting thing about this is the wall finish. It's actually a sheet material, so you don't have the effort of having to install tiles and grout. So it's a very clean and quick, efficient installation. We've got a elongated vanity, and the great thing about this, you've got extra counter space to work with. You've got extra storage beside the toilet. You've got clothes storage underneath, so there's a lot of functionality and thought put into how people will use this bathroom.
As we move into our secondary bathroom, that is now equipped with a beautiful sliding door. The hardware is actually concealed, and how we've achieved that is by recessing the hardware into the panel, minimizing the amount of gap between the wall and the actual door. The hardware that you see here is also integrated in the panel details, where the locking system allows you to lock it easily. Most adults love to shower. A tub is necessary for small children and possibly our wonderful canine friends. So we've allowed for that as well. Every detail has been thought through. Once again, the extended countertops for more surface as required, even with young children. And also the panel system that we have here does not have any grout. No mildew is part of the whole concept. In the little girl's room, we have a double bed, a desking area, and storage. What's interesting about the closets, we're no longer working with 24 inches deep. We're working anywhere from 15 to 18 inches deep. And the reason for that is that we now have pullouts. You also have places for your shoes, you have places for your luggage, boxes, etc. In the secondary bedroom, we've used very similar detail, but slightly different, in that, again, you have your night tables that are concealed within the millwork to either charge your phone or what have you. But as we open it up, instead of having hanging, we have storage, all shelves, where no dresser is required. It's interesting when you talk about small spaces. I come from humble beginnings. We lived in 900 square feet, 11 people, 1 bathroom. So our thinking has everything to do with how would we translate those experiences into this environment that we see ourselves being very much a part of and living in day to day.
We've lived in homes where there's a dining room that gets used once a year. You have a formal living room that probably doesn't get used. And I think the way this has been designed is every space is accessible, it's connected to each other. I think society as a whole is rethinking, what do we really need? What are the essentials that really make our quality of life good and what really makes us happy in the end?